न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेद अज्ञानां कर्मसङ्गिनां जोषयेत सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन्. Hello friends, this is the 26th shlok of the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Na buddhi bhedam janayeda ajnanam, which means do not let intellect to break for the ignorant, karma sanginam, which means those who are attached to the action, joshayeta sarva karmani, which means excites everyone to perform actions, vidwan yukta samacharan, which means in the same way as the wise act. So in this shlok, Shri Krishna is clarifying to Arjun that the wise people, they not only do they perform their actions in the right manner, but they also excite the other people who are ignorant to also act in the right manner. So basically the idea is that the wise people, they have to act in a selfless manner, and they perform their actions for the welfare of others, completely unattached with the fruits of their actions. And not only do the wise act like that, but they also make sure that the other people are also performing in the same manner, and they do this mostly by setting up an example for them. So in the history we have many examples of such people. One of the best examples of such a person is the story of Socrates. So in the ancient Greece, of course, Socrates used to preach a lot of good things, which were something which the establishment in Greece did not really like, and because of that, they implicated him in terms of spreading corruption in Greece, and he was given the death sentence for doing this. Now, when he was given this death sentence, right the day before he was going to get this sentence, the followers of Socrates arranged for his escape from the prison, and they were just about to do that and get him out. But when they went to Socrates and asked him that, let's just go, you can avoid this death sentence, we can take you to a new place, different place, and you can live there. Socrates said that he is not going to do that. And the reason why he said this were many, but one of the reasons was that whatever he taught, this action of running away from death sentence was against it. So because of this, he said that, if I now decide to run away, then this will set a bad example to everyone. And because it's more important for me to really set these right examples so that my teachings can be followed by other people, therefore I'm not really going to run. So this is how the wise people really act. They act in a manner in which not only do they live up to their expectations, live up to their teachings, but they also perform it so that other people can then take cues from their actions and behave in the same manner. There is a contrary example also that you can see. So the example of Mother Teresa. While Mother Teresa used to preach everybody that, you should take pain as it is, because suffering is the way through which you will get salvation. And so if you are feeling pain, then just bear it. So she was against people taking painkillers when they were suffering, and so in her own place where she was taking care of people, she did not let them have any sort of painkiller or any sort of other good things through which they could sustain this pain. While when she was about to die, she went to one of the best hospitals in the world. She took all the painkillers, and she was taken good care of. So this was the hypocrisy that was shown by her, and you can see how through these actions her legacy has actually gone down. And nowadays people do not really give her the respect that she used to get when she was alive. So this is very important, that the wise people, not only do they preach the good things, not only do they tell others to behave in the right way, but they do it by themselves also to set an example, so that everybody then follows the right path. So that is the message of this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I will close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.